All right, so we are recording. We're here with our next stranger. Could you tell us
Hello.
your name or what you'd like to
Um,
be called and a little about yourself?
my name is Mo. I'm from Egypt.
That's awesome. That's cool
You,
in itself, dude.
you didn't guess that. You probably thought I was like American or
Yeah,
something.
I did. Yeah, I thought you were from like Massachusetts or something.
I'm turning 15 this November. I'm pretty young still. Um, and I'm mostly quarantined doing nothing right now.
What is COVID like over in Egypt?
No, it's terrible. It's terrible. Like it's not as bad as America, but it's like most people don't wear masks correctly, or they don't even care about wearing masks, and they hang out like there's nothing called COVID-19. They just ignore it completely
Are you kidding? Why? Why do you think that is?
because Egyptians are kind of like they think they're invincible mostly because our nature in Egypt we're usually like a big family. We know our cousins like shit like that. So it's obvious. Is it sorry if I curse? Is
No,
that
that's
okay?
fine. Yeah, yeah, just be yourself. Yeah, totally.
Um, that's why we don't care about COVID that much here in Egypt.
What do you guys hear about the US over there in Egypt?
We hear that Donald Trump is like he doesn't care that all all the horrible things that are happening in America is okay. Like they see okay, Egyptians see that Donald Trump doesn't care about America, and they just let the country go loose and have a lot of what are they called when a
Like
large
protests. Hmm.
protests when like he's leaving the country having massive protests and not knowing how to deal with them.
Mm, interesting.
That
Well, like in Egypt, do you guys learn English as a second language or like what is it? Because it sounds like your first language. You sound so fluent. Your accent is amazing.
I can like because I went to English school when I was younger, so I wasn't speaking Arabic well when I was young, but now I got used to Arabic as well as English. So you might think my English is my first language, even though Arabic is.
Interesting. Did you like your English school?
Yeah, it was decent, but half of the people there didn't care about English, so they didn't know how to speak English. They failed half of the test, to be honest.
My God. So what is life like there and like what is life like there? Like what how would you describe it? Like how does it seem different from other places?
It's it's probably pretty similar to America, but we have ha, we have some things that are different here. Like we have, for example, we have restaurants, like not restaurants really, but like they have places in the streets where they sell different types of sandwiches. Like they can have sandwich fava beans, green burgers, like stuff like that.
Hmm.
They have and some people might think Egypt has expensive things, even though half of the things here are pretty cheap. Like a water bottle in America, how much is a water bottle in America, for example?
Like if you go to 7-Eleven here, it's like $1.
If you come here in Egypt, it's probably like 10 cents or something, 10 cents or something.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Uh,
We have half of the shit here in Egypt is pretty cheap compared to a lot of countries because here in Egypt we aren't as wealthy as other countries, so we live off cheap things. Like we have bread. There's like a fraction of the price of your bread over there in America. Water, everything. So
wow.
it's pretty similar. We have malls as well. We have restaurants here. Like one. Wait, what do you have? We don't have IHOP here in Egypt like America, but we have pretty good stuff here. Have
Huh.
you? What is a place in America that is pretty famous?
Pretty famous. Like,
What,
are you talking about like restaurant? Or are you talking about like,
anything, fast food, restaurant, anything. We
uh,
have it here.
okay, so yeah, so we have like Chipotle. You guys, I have like,
We don't have it yet, but they're saying that we're gonna have it here soon, like next year or something. But we have Chili's here, we have KFC, McDonald's, anything,
wow,
Hardee's even.
yeah.
Most people think that Egypt is a country where there's nothing in it, or it's like a desert, and everyone live in foster homes and
No, that's yeah.
that's
I know that you guys at least have. I mean, you guys are like a major cultural center in the Middle East. Like, um, what about your leaders? Who is your leader right now, and like, what are your thoughts of them?
Abdel Fattah el-Sisi. Look, most people have negative thoughts about him. Most people have negative thoughts about him because they think that he doesn't care about the poor people. Even though, even though Egypt was like before COVID came, Egypt was the top country in improving GDP.
Hmm.
Uh, and most people didn't notice that, and they thought that he was building a new capital. He's actually building a new capital here in Egypt. That's completely green, like no plastic. You won't find any plastic over there. And they work
Wow.
off solar panels and things, but most people don't notice that, so they think he's a horrible leader. There was a protest like a few months ago about that, but it cleared up after everyone found out that he was doing great things here in Egypt.
Huh. What about stuff like with also I just have to like compliment you how like you're very articulate and like you're smart. You have like this knowledge of like GDP, like I think you're the first person that I've talked to on here who's talked about like GDP,
Thank you.
which is pretty cool. Um, so with religion now, like is Egypt pretty religiously diverse? What are the major religions there, and what are you?
There's Muslim and Christianity. Muslim is basically entirety of Egypt, but you might find Christians every now and then, and you'll barely find any Jewish. There's like 5 Jewish here in Egypt out of 100 million or
Oh
something.
my gosh.
Like you might like 10% of Egypt or like 5% are Christian, and the rest of are Muslims and different religions.
Hmm.
Um,
Are
but
you a practicing Muslim?
Islamic, yes, I'm a Muslim. I'm practicing Muslim religion. As well, yeah, like you might not know this, but Egypt's law is mostly based around the Muslim religion, which is the bad side of Egypt, kind of, because it's kind of bad because they don't allow a lot of things like pork, for example. Most Christian people and other religion people like pork and stuff, but here in Egypt we don't allow pigs even, which is kind of crazy.
Wow. Huh. So are you a Shia or a Sunni?
A Shia or a Sunni?
Like, do you know in terms of, aren't there like two denominations of Islam?
Um, there is, but I don't know what they are, to be honest.
Interesting. That's fascinating because like we at least here like when we hear about kind of like the foreign elections like in Egypt and stuff like the Muslim Brotherhood and everything and um I think one I forget which one is
But
like the majority religion or the majority
I'll tell you
denomination.
something about me. I'll tell you something about me. I'm not that religious, like on another level.
Mhm.
So anything that has to do with Muslim religion
Isn't your
isn't
So what do you like? What are some of the and now like let's hear about you a little bit. Like what do you like to do? You know,
Have you ever heard of Sahel here in Egypt?
could you type that out?
Sahel. In Egypt, we have Sahel, which is basically next to Alexandria. This is where we most Egyptians spend most of the summer. So before school starts, like tomorrow for me, before I was in Sahel. Basically, this it's basically beaches and restaurants, and like you can have pretty a lot of fun there. You have jet skis, you have speedboats, you can surf there, and you know the craziest part I saw is like I saw someone building, guess who, out of sand, like some, and it was pretty
Donald
realistic.
Trump. Donald Trump.
No,
Uh,
his name starts with a D.
God, I have no idea. I have no idea.
Danny DeVito.
Danny
He built,
DeVito?
yeah, it's the stupidest shit you could ever see in Egypt. Someone building a sand sculpture of Danny DeVito. I was in the beach just walking with my friends, and I just saw a sculpture of Danny DeVito on the side.
That's so stupid.
We have stupid shit here, but like they're fun at least.
Oh yeah, everyone. Yeah, everywhere has stupid shit. You know, everyone. Everywhere has nice people. Everywhere also has stupid shit too. You know. Um. Oh, fun. Do you watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Yeah. Sunrise is like Egypt is a pretty hot place because of the
Mm.
humidity. You might think Egypt's like 40 degrees most of the time, but it isn't. It's like 30 degrees. Some people might think that's not pretty hot, but the humidity just brings the level on different temperature.
So like here in America, have you been to the U.S. ever?
No.
In the U.S., we use Fahrenheit. So like that's
Okay,
right. So
okay.
like Celsius for you guys. So like 30 degrees for us, we interpret that as like freezing. You
I
know, like
forgot.
um,
I forgot.
which is funny.
We use Celsius. Okay, so 30 degrees Celsius, 86 Fahrenheit.
Okay, so that's like what it is
No,
normally.
that what it is. It's on average 86
Eight.
degrees Fahrenheit, but the humidity brings it down completely.
Oh, interesting. You
Yo,
got a
sorry
call
about that.
coming. You're good.
أنا أنا في البيت. ماشي. طب ممكن آخد معاك لفة في العربية لما ترجع؟ م. طب أنت يعني الساعة كام مثلا؟ الساعة 12 واحدة حاجة كده؟ 11؟ ماشي. ماشي خلاص. ماشي خلاص. ما بعتوش أي حاجة. طب المدرسة بعتت لك أي حاجة ولا لأ؟ آه، ماشي أوكي. طب طب أحضر حصص المدرسة هنا ولا لأ؟ بكرة يعني. يعني ما أحضرش صح؟ ماشي خلاص. طب أكلمك لما أرجع. لما ترجع. أنا في البيت. لما ترجع قلت لما أرجع بالغلط. باي باي. ما عملش حاجة، بشوف المدرسة بعتولي كام حاجة ليها علاقة بالحصص والبروجي بيرسونال، كام حاجة وبس. ماشي. باي باي.
Cool. Hey, it was just a cool like
Sorry about that.
no, it's cool hearing you speak Arabic.
Pardon?
It's a cool language, you know, Arabic.
I'll tell you something about Arabic. Most countries here in the Middle East, when they speak Arabic, they don't speak the same way. Like in English, you have accents, right? Like in Ireland, England, America, we you have completely different accents, but you understand each other with ease.
Hmm.
Correct?
Yeah.
Here in Egypt, like if you're not that fluent, and you go somewhere like Lebanon, Libya, some places like that, you might not understand as well as Arabic as well as other people, because
Interesting.
like because they have like completely different words. And and when Egyptians read the Holy Quran, the Arabic, this is the first type of Arabic that we ever spoke. Like that's the main way that you can speak Arabic. But we just made it easy on ourselves here in Egypt and other countries.
Interesting. So if you like travel to like what other countries is it really difficult to understand? So like Libya, is it easy to understand like Iranian Arabic?
Um, Iranian Arabic,
Or is that
yeah,
Farsi? I don't know.
yeah. It's kind of difficult for me to understand Iranian Arabic, but the United. Okay, I don't know my countries
Oh,
well.
United
Uh,
Arab Emirates.
yes,
Hmm.
their Arabic I can understand with relative ease because I have relatives that live there.
Oh, interesting. Have you ever been
Uh,
to Mecca?
I was planning to go this year, but I couldn't. Okay, sorry, one more.
You're
Sorry,
good.
one
Now
more
you're
time.
popular guy.
ألو. اكلت رز وملوخيه، فراخ وسلطه. اه الاكل كان حلو قوي. نعم. مهم. ماشي طب انت. ماشي خلاص. لا لا، كنت هسألك انت هترجع امتى، بس انا نسيت اللي انا سألتك السؤال ده اوريدي. يلا باي باي. Okay, I'm so sorry again.
No, you're okay. So like are you excited to go to Mecca? Like what is that like? Is it
I was going, but COVID hit, and
oh,
like we couldn't. That was kind of it was kind of annoying. But I wanted to go so bad. Like I wanted to know how it feels to go there because most of my cousins when they went to Mecca, they cried when they first saw it, which is kind of something that most Muslims have when they go to Mecca. Even my dad cried when he went to Mecca.
wow.
My cousins, my parents, everyone. It's kind of strange, but like it's really close to Muslims' hearts. That's why when most people see it, they cry for the first time. Or
When you
Muslims.
when like if you go, like do you think are yeah, obviously it's religious pilgrimage, but are there other things to do there? Like if you go like
Mostly pray. There might be some like good food over there, and mostly and you most okay. You mostly pray there. There's food over there as well, and you just walk around Mecca because like in our religion, um, when you turn around Mecca, you get hasanat. Um, what is the opposite of sins?
the opposite of sin?
Yeah,
Well, opposite of good deeds, I guess, good karma.
yeah, yeah. You get like good karma and stuff like that.
Hmm.
That's what happens when you turn around Mecca.
Or maybe cleanse, like it cleanses you of the sin.
Uh, yeah, as well. I'll tell you a very funny story of that my great grandmother had over there in Mecca. So basically, after praying, because Mecca is really crowded. So she lost one of her slippers or something, and she wasted a prayer to find it. Like there was thousands of people turning around, walking around Mecca, and she lost her slipper. One prayer, and she got it back, and she wasted on the slipper, which is kind of crazy and stupid at the same time.
Wait, so are you saying she said a prayer and it like she got it back?
Yeah,
That's
she got it.
nuts.
I know, right? Just imagine. You just have a prayer just to find your slipper. Your slipper.
Wow. Well, I'm gonna have to get going soon because I have to get going. But do you have any last thing that you'd want to say to the people watching or anything?
Egyptians don't live in pyramids. That's all I have to say.
A good final note, man. That's good. So make sure to subscribe.
I already did.
Awesome, and I'll be posting this. It'll be on in like 5 minutes, so you get to watch yourself, and other people too will be able to see you.
That's great. Thank
All
you
right.
so much.
Yeah, dude. Take care. Thanks again.
Take care.
Bye.